Welcome back to Leeds Lately. Before we get into this video, check out the link in the description for classic football shirts. It's my affiliate link and you'll get 10% off if you use Leeds Lately 10 at checkout. But today's video is going to be a match reaction, as you can see down below me, to the 3-0 victory at Elland Road over Watford for Leeds United. And I think we were fantastic today. I really wanted to get on this match reaction as soon as I'd finished my live stream. As you can see, this is my live watch along, so join me for live watch alongs every week. But Leeds United won 3-0, and the way that we started the game was impressive. We were really on top, really dominant, created a lot of chances in the early exchanges, and the Ethan Ampadu chance really should have been a goal, the one where it was pulled to him on the edge of the box, bang, towards the bottom corner, and it was saved brilliantly by the Watford goalkeeper, Daniel Bachmann. And the story of the first half was a little bit similar to that. He kept making brilliant saves, and Leeds were creating chances, and Watford weren't really creating anything. They didn't actually create a shot on goal, a shot on target in that first half. So I think it was important that when we came out in the second half, we were able to get that goal. In the first half, though, everybody played really well. Dan James had a little bit of an issue just with his final ball and stuff, which we know that he's had before, but he redeemed himself in the second half. They were really poor, to be honest, Watford, in that first half. They tried to play a little bit attacking football. They tried on the counter-attack to get forward with Jamal Lewis and Andrews in the full-back positions. They were trying to get high and wide and help the attack, but they just weren't good enough to get through or anywhere near getting through our defence. And our defence, again, was really good. Cooper came in, did a good job in there. Sam Byram was excellent, again, linking up the play down the left-hand side with Crescencio Somerville, and on the right-hand side, it was Jamie Shackleton linking up the play with Dan James as well, and Perrault was floating across from side to side and helping out each side with the way that they were able to link up and get forward and get down the line and get crosses in the box. So I think they all played really well together. Kamara came in, did a really good job. I don't think he really did anything wrong. He always looked to get the ball forward whenever he could. He was playing a little bit more advanced than maybe what you would expect Archie Gray to play, but I think he came in and did a really good job for Archie Gray in replacing him temporarily. So yeah, it was a frustrating first half because we never managed to actually score a goal. But in the second half, that eventually did come. We had a good break down the right-hand side, and Dan James with one of those crosses that he put right across the face of goal to Joel Perrault at the back post, and he put it in the back of the net. Now, I don't usually blow my own trumpet, but in pre-season, I said if Dan James continues to put balls in the box like that and we have a competent striker to finish them off, we will be scoring a lot of goals like that this season. And we've seen the first one really from Dan James to a striker in this game. And now Dan James is already, we'll talk about the next goal in a minute, but Dan James is already on 4 assists in 3 games. And I said he'd get 10 plus assists. I don't think that's a ridiculous shout anymore. Dan James really came into his own in the second half and created that chance for Joel Perrault to put it in the back post. Right place, right time, really good, smooth, sweeping counter-attack. Sam Byram then scored the second goal after a Dan James cross from a corner. So Dan James got his second assist. Byram got his first goal since being back at Leeds. A really, really good header, just bang, straight in the top corner from a corner. And we went 2-0 up, and from that point, we didn't really look back. Then we scored a third. Jaden Anthony at some point nutmegged a player, then went round another player and then kicked it straight into Daniel Bachmann's safe hands. But really, his excellent goal came from Jorginho Rutter, who nutmegged one player, did a little sort of drop of the shoulder, went round another player, and then just played it straight through into the path of Jaden Anthony, who was one-on-one, and just curled it into the bottom corner and really sealed the deal for Leeds. So for me, Jorginho Rutter was unbelievable today. The longer the game went on, the more confidence he got, the more into it he got, the more flair and prowess and everything that he displayed. He was so good. There was a moment where the ball was really high up in the air and it came down and he was able to take a touch where he sort of like, you'll just have to go and watch it. I reckon it'll be on the Leeds Twitter account by the time this goes up because it was that good. it was coming out of the air and he just dropped and just backheeled it straight away, like this. And straight to another Leeds player, really took all the sting out of it, and it was unbelievable. And he was nutmegging players, he was doing little Maradona twists. It was unbelievable the way he played. He was so good today and so influential in the outcome of the game. So Jorginho Rutter, for me, has to be my man of the match, closely followed by players like Sam Byram and Crescencio Somerville as well, who came off for Jadon Anthony a bit later on in the game, but Somerville was really good and did a good job of trying to influence the game and trying to put his mark on it, because I think he really was influential in the first half and creating a lot of the chances, and he had some of the chances himself if he didn't put enough power on them and stuff, but he still did the legwork to create those chances and did really well to do so. So I was impressed with Crescencio Somerville as well. But I think what this does is builds an overall picture of a team and a club who really are improving to the point where it's like, okay, we're really seeing that we're building something now. We're really seeing that this can be and is something impressive. And the fact that Leeds are able to go from front to back like they did and score some of the goals they did in this game is really promising for what we can do against other teams as well. And I think Leeds were so good today going forward. And the thing is, it puts us fifth, and it's 4 clean sheets in a row, and 6 goals scored. It's really, really promising and good, and it brings us up the table into 5th spot. And now you start to look at our squad and the fixtures that we've got and think, okay, we can really make a good go of this season. Daniel Farke said 10 games before you start to see us really come together. It's been 8 games now, and I think this was our most complete performance. We were excellent against Millwall, but I think against Watford today, this was our most complete performance. We were fantastic in this game. Really, 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 really good, impressive, good football to watch. And do you know what? It's nice to see Leeds be a team that dominates possession, that goes forward, that scores exciting goals, that has exciting players, and is one of the best teams in the league. I mentioned in my live stream how, yes, it's bad that we got relegated, and obviously we'd rather be in the Premier League, but sometimes it's nice to be a big fish in a small pond rather than a small fish in a big pond. And in moments like this, it's like, okay, well, we're like the biggest club in the Championship. We seem to play the nicest football from what I've seen, and we're really starting to put a run together now where we're keeping clean sheets and we're still scoring goals, which is something that is a balance that we've struggled to keep over the last sort of 18 months or so. It was almost like we can either keep a clean sheet and not score, or score and concede a load. So for me, it's impressive that Farke's getting that balance right already, and the players that he's got and the personnel, they just work. Kamara comes in for Gray. Gray came on a bit later in the game as well. Didn't really have a chance to do much, but it just shows that we've got that depth to swap people around. We've got young players coming through. It's a really exciting time to be a Leeds United fan, a new era, and this is the kind of excitement that we were hoping for when the 49ers first took over. The fact that they've got Daniel Farke in, he's doing the job he's doing. I'm so happy at the moment to be a Leeds United fan and to watch Leeds United in the Championship. We've been fantastic today. We've been fantastic against Millwall as well and Ipswich. So that's 3 games where we played really, really well. Pirro's starting to work now as a number 10 who makes late runs. Yes, I said that we could be changing that and put Pirro up front, and I think certainly in some games that would be the best way to do things. But we can't argue with the evidence that in 3 out of 5 games it's worked really well. So at the moment, it's a net positive that he's playing in that position. So for me, fantastic win. 3-0, like I say, 3-0 against Watford, who are a team who'd probably be expecting to be in the playoffs. They're a decent side, or on paper they're a decent side. They've got some players remnants of the Premier League era still. But I don't think they were any match for us today. I think we were fantastic, and really we deserved a lot to be able to beat them today. So that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching Leeds Lately. Not sure about whether I'll be live next weekend because I'm coming back from a holiday and stuff. So it will be there will be a match reaction still. So yeah, look out for that on the channel. Get subscribed if you're not already, and yeah, check out that classic football shirts link in the description for 10% off. Use Leeds Lately 10. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.